It's the Weather Xtreme video. This is the morning edition for Friday, September 9th. I'm James Spann. We stay dry today. A little front will drift in here over the weekend. Does that mean any chance of rain? And when will the heat break? Let's go in there and talk about things early this morning. And boy, that's a familiar look. An upper high sitting right on top of us. So obviously weather's not going to change much today. Mostly sunny with a high up in the low and mid 90s this afternoon. Starting off the day in the 60s in many spots. Feels pretty good. Look at Anniston, 65. Fort Payne, 63. Tuscaloosa, 67. Around the nation, nice and cool back in the northwestern states and the Rockies. Seeing some 40s in many spots there. But again, down here in the deep south, we're still kind of in that warm air. But at least the humidity not as bad as it would be in August. Flash flood watches for parts of Kansas and Missouri as the day begins. In fact, a number of counties there under flash flood warnings. Other than that, things are pretty quiet. Active storms, though, later today in that zone from the Texas Panhandle to the southern Great Lakes. The standard slight risk for places like Kansas City and Wichita. Tomorrow, along a surface front, we could see a few severe storms over parts of Kentucky and Ohio, including Cincinnati and Lexington. And then on day 3, Sunday, no organized severe weather expected. And again, you can see the northern half of Alabama back in the white, which means a new surge of dry air could be drifting in here. That window for scattered showers for where we are could be mainly Saturday night. And again, I'm afraid it's not going to be the kind of rain we need. This is the QPF, the expected rain for the next 5 days, valid through Wednesday morning of next week. And you can see the amounts are generally a quarter inch or less. And we'll just have to see where the boundary stalls out, and there could be a few scattered showers or storms perhaps next week with that weak boundary meandering through here. But again, in terms of a widespread rain event, no, probably not. Tropics, a couple of very weak, disorganized waves, one around the Leeward Islands, one off in the eastern Atlantic. The system off in the eastern Atlantic is Invest 94L. And you can see the models turn this northward, almost all of them, and many of them don't develop this at all. The ones that do suggest this is a recurving system, and again, some bring it up to a tropical storm. Most of them don't develop it. The one closer in is Invest 93L, so one near the Leeward Islands, and you can see the BAM shallow and middle. I want to bring it over toward Florida, but most of them, if anything, develops, they recurve this. And again, most models don't develop this, and the ones that do show it becoming a tropical storm. But again, both of these will have to prove themselves before we even consider worrying about them. And odds are fairly high they won't affect the United States one way or the other. So, model fans, here we go. The GFS, this is the 06Z run, valid today at 1 o'clock local time. Nice trough coming down across the northern plains, and that's going to push that surface boundary in here tomorrow night. But for us, we still have the ridge in place. And again today, sunny, a hot afternoon, low to mid-90s, much like recent days. And again, the dew point will drop down into the upper 50s today, and the humidity drops in the 20 and 30% bracket during the peak of the heat. So won't feel that bad. So high school football, no problems tonight. Tomorrow, surface low is over Michigan with a trailing front down through Kansas City and Lubbock. And in advance of that, the ridge is a little weaker. We'll call it partly sunny. The high will be in the low 90s. Here's the high-res NAM, valid at 7 o'clock tomorrow evening. And there should be a band of showers and storms along the front entering northwest Alabama. In advance of that, there might be a few little pop-up showers, and I think I'm going to mention a small chance of a shower for the second half of the Alabama game. That's an afternoon game in Tuscaloosa, just a small chance, just in case something pops up out ahead of that band of showers, but the main band will be in way after that game is over. And, of course, Auburn plays an evening game, and they're farther south and east, so we expect rain-free conditions there. This is late Saturday night, 1 a.m. Sunday, just after midnight tomorrow night. And again, a little broken band of showers coming down, but that's not going to break a dry spell there. A few folks might see some rain, but not enough to do much. And then Sunday, the front will be probably near Montgomery, the northern half of the state, and a drier air mass. I'd say from Birmingham north, it should be a dry day and a pretty comfortable day. High should drop back in the mid to upper 80s. Should feel pretty good. And this is the high-res NAM at 1 o'clock Sunday showing nothing. So any showers Sunday more than likely will be over the southern half of the state. This is Monday, and the front kind of bisects Alabama. I'd say we'll need to mention a chance of a few scattered showers, mainly south of Interstate 20, south of Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, Anniston. But again, nothing widespread. Tuesday, the front dissipates and moisture moves northward, so the chance of a few widely scattered showers Tuesday. Same thing Wednesday, maybe a shower, but many places will be dry. I'd say the high will be close to 90 here, and this is Thursday, same thing. It looks fairly dry. A week from today, this is Friday, September 16th. Got a nice upper low back in the western states, but a flat ridge here, and again, the weather just not changing much. Kind of quiet. Highs would be maybe upper 80s there. This is the end of the forecast period. Sunday, the 18th. Upper low is near San Diego. Upper high a little west of here. And again, the weather looks pretty quiet. Numbers, can't promise that first good Canadian front of the fall yet for the next 15 days. But again, lows kind of trending down and highs maybe in the upper 80s. Again, that first really good Canadian front typically arrives in late September, early October. Be a little patient if you can. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes in the blog. The next video here by 4 o'clock this afternoon. You can catch us this evening on the live stream or the television side, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.